Yo, welcome back to another edition of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. It's your boy Jeremiah back again to talk Laker basketball. Now, the show's posted a little later than usual because I was a little busy last night / today. So, finally got a chance to sit down and do it. And it's not directly after the game like y'all used to, but it's still the same post-game reaction. But let me get into the game. Yesterday, the Lakers took on the Knicks at home. The Knicks beat us 112-108, but I felt like the game was a lot more closer at points, and the Lakers should have popped. Let's just say this. They needed to win that game, if anything. Like, that was a really big game, especially with the standings being where they are, and especially with any of the other teams we needed to lose yesterday didn't lose, and a lot of teams that were jockeying with the playoff position won the other day. So that yesterday was just a tough game all around. You know, we still got a nice little performance. I'm not gonna say little. We got a really big performance out of D'Lo, but not too much in the second half when we really needed him to go. But man, he was knocking down threes. Once again, he just looks comfortable, and he is just a different player than we started when we drafted. Man, that's just what I gotta say. He's a different guy than when we drafted. He's matured. He's came back. He sees the light now, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's just a beautiful thing. He understands what it means to play in LA, what it means to be a leader for the team, even in these short little game stretch. I feel like you can still tell that, and I'm just proud to see the maturity of D'Angelo Russell. But my tangent on D'Lo is over. Let's get into the game. And man, it was tough. We let go of a lot of interior points today. We got beat up on the glass. Julius Randle had his way with us on the inside, and RJ Barrett also had a really good game. And when you have two players that score 30, it's usually pretty hard for the other team to beat you, just because you're getting a stock load of your points from a lot of the majority of your points from your top two guys, and it's just hard, especially if your role players aren't doing good. If your guys aren't doing what they're supposed to do, it's hard to win a game like that. Especially a close game, and Lakers are on the streak, and every game is sort of like it means a lot more than the last one. But let's go to the stat sheet. The Lakers lost. I mean, it was tied on the field goal percentage. 3-point, it was right there. Free throws. I think that was one of the keys down the stretch. AD missed about, 3 free throws in a row? And I want to say before he shot some, somebody else missed some. 10 for 17 tonight from the free throw line. Absolutely not good. And the missed free throws came at a costly point in the game. But if you really look at the stat sheet, like, everybody's pretty much even down the line. Like, turnovers were pretty dead even. Offensive rebounds over 2. But I will say that one rebound that Josh Hart got, that offensive rebound, was sort of a backbreaker, and it just kept the Knicks. It allowed them to step on the gas and push the lead forward. Man, but I miss Josh Hart for simply having plays like that. Like, he was always on the glass, always hustling, always running up and down the court. Like, I miss players like Josh Hart for that reason. Especially to watch Josh Hart, Julius Randle, and D'Angelo Russell on the court. Man, and that young Laker team from like 5-6 years ago is crazy, man. To see what those guys have all turned out to be, just pretty much simply turned out to be ballers in the league. We knew this as Laker fans, but we have to give these guys away so that we can get LeBron, so that we can get that ring. But man, it's just a beautiful thing to see these guys grow and mature. See Julius Randle score 30 on the road, killing it as a Knick on the other side of the sea. But let's get on the Laker side of things. You already know the first person who I gotta talk about him, Mr. Davis. Now, the Lakers won on Friday night, and AD only scored 8 points, got 9 rebounds, right? Everybody's saying, oh my God, the Lakers are so good. Anthony Davis doesn't need to score. You can take Anthony Davis out the game, and the Lakers still be a good team. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. What the Raptors did is that they schemed all the way against AD. Like, their defensive plan was around stopping that man, right? And Coach Ham, one of the great adjustments he had this season was he sat out AD. He didn't put AD back in the game until really late, and until the Lakers were able to get some type of comfortability and get a lead. And we were able to get a pass with that just because Nick Nurse hadn't schemed anything else for anybody else on the team. So we were able to exploit that and win the game. Like, we really should have lost that game. You had Scotty Barnes go crazy. You had OG go crazy with his field goal, didn't miss until the fourth quarter. And Nick Nurse really outcoached the Lakers. It's just crazy that we had the explosive game from D'Lo, which allowed AD to go to the back burner because he had a good game from Jared Vanderbilt. He had a good game from Austin Reeves. He had a good game from Dennis Schroeder. And when you have the role players playing great, yes, it's okay if your superstar isn't having a great game. Not being schemed out of the game, he's not having a great game. Because those are two different things. Being schemed out, meaning that you're not getting the ball, they won't even look your way, like you're just obsolete from the offense. Now, having a bad game, missing a lot of shots, meaning you're probably getting to your spots, you're just not making the attempts you get or getting a good enough look once you get the ball. But like I said, two different things. And when you take an AD out of when AD is not, dominant in the paint, not scoring at will, not getting 25 points, it's going to be hard for the Lakers to win games simply because when everything else is failing, we need our superstar to step up and do and produce. Troy Brown Jr. has been playing great these past games, but yesterday Troy had a bad game. He didn't make a single three at all. And when you look at stuff like that, when you look at Troy not making threes, and you look at other guys not having good games, it's just a domino effect, and it all piles on top of each other, which go to Lakers losing. And especially when you get AD not being dominant, not scoring that 25, 28 points you need him to score, then you see we trying to get production from other places that aren't consistent. And like everybody knows, like you get AD, great, absolutely great player, top 3, top 5, whatever you want to call it, when he's healthy and locked in. But when he's not locked in and not healthy, you'll be like, who is this guy? But but it was okay because after the game, AD took accountability, said it's on me. I need to play better. And absolutely we needed him to play better yesterday. And I have no problem with him stepping up, poking his chest out, saying that, because right now with LeBron out, he is the leader of this team. But reason two why that loss didn't really get to me as bad is because we play that game with we need our guys still, right? But the Knicks are a good team, right? We were able to measure ourselves up against a really great opponent and see where we stand. Only lost the game by 4, but we were in it for the whole run. But it just kind of makes me a little more anxious to get LeBron back, because we kind of need just that consistency. Consistency is great, and especially with this team, if AD is not going to provide that for us, we're going to need somebody else to provide that for us down the stretch and down that playoff run, even if we get LeBron back. So it's a big if we get LeBron back. But I did a couple more players I did want to mention. I did my bad. I want to see what he got today on the stat sheet. Where's he at? Dennis Schroeder. I like Dennis Schroeder's minutes being staggered and played a little bit with D'Lo, because they can go off of each other and create. And D'Lo can shoot, so he's kind of playing the 2 guard with him and Dennis are in there together. But it was a lineup Coach Ham had on Friday where he had Jared Vanderbilt in together along with Wenyen Gabriel, and I feel like that combination would have helped a little bit better on the defense of Julius Randle, simply because those guys can move a little bit quicker than AD can laterally. But I keep wondering why Jared Vanderbilt minutes, he falls under 25 minutes these past 3 games. There are points in the game where I see he would have tremendous value, but I'm not coaching, so Coach Ham has to handle that. But my question to Coach Ham is, why isn't Jared Vanderbilt playing in key moments when we need his energy and his activity in the game? Yes, his offense isn't the best, but like he's shown us, he can knock down a corner 3 wide open. He can get there, get an assist, get a layup. He's not going to create his own offense as Rui would or as Beasley would, but I feel like Jared Vanderbilt should get a little bit more minutes just on a nightly basis. And since we're on the topic of the other guys on the team, I also want to talk about Malik Beasley. All right, Malik, the clock is ticking. Not just for I understand you have to get your feet wet and things of that nature. But like I said, I'm gonna give him a few games. Like that 25-point game is okay, but we can't keep leaving him in the game and he's not, giving us the bang for our buck. Austin Reeves begging. His play has been begging for a starting nod. And I feel like we would do better with AR in the starting lineup just because of his activity and what he does early on in the game can just get the rest of the starters flowing, moving, and active. So I would like to see. Even when Malik Beasley isn't playing the game, Coach Ham isn't slow to recognize that. He does get him out the game for a Rui or a Dennis or an Austin Reeves to keep the game going. But if Beasley isn't, being the guy we need him to be, I don't see why we can't get Lonnie Walker back in there and get him some more minutes. I'm absolutely sure he would love to play again. or we can go the bigger route and get Christie. I mean, he's a rookie, yes, but I do like his game, and every time he's been on the floor for the Lakers, he is producing something, whether that's defense, offense, or just some shooting or transition play. So Malik Beasley, we need you to step it up, man. We need you. We need you. We need you. We need you. We've been letting you slide these past few games, but you are absolutely due for another breakout game, another knockdown three performance. We see it in you. I believe in you, Malik Beasley. I know you can do it. I've seen you do it on your other teams, Nuggets, Timberwolves. So bring that to LA. We need some more of your three-pointers to go down. We need you to be locked in. Like, ain't nobody completely giving up on you yet. You see your teammates are constantly congratulating you. Good game, get back, nice shot. It's okay. Keep your head high. We're gonna need you if we expect to do anything in the long run. But until next time, y'all, peace. Don't forget, like, subscribe to the video. If you're interested in anything I say, let me know in the comments. We can chat about it. I am quick to reply back. So is Randy. If you're talking about that Suns basketball, that's okay too. But yeah, get at me in the comments, like, subscribe. But until next time, y'all, peace.